would you tell them to take away? 2 from Islam and 2 from Christianity.
Well, you put me in a spot. Okay, since Christianity came first, maybe I would tell the missionaries to have, to call a spade a spade. They didn't call a spade a spade.
Which is what?
Which is, when they first came, they make it sound Christianity is all rosy, it's heaven and earth and everything. But then again, at the backdrop, they were not giving the right perspective of what Jesus Christ actually taught, or the prophet. They changed certain aspect of it. They even said a black person coming from one of the children of Noah, Japheth, Sam, and one of the sons of Japheth actually had a son by the name Canaan, and he wronged his father, Noah, for drinking the wine, and eventually he was naked, and Japheth and the son of Ham
saw his
went
nakedness
and on and on. And so when Noah came, his senses, he said, "Curse be upon Canaan and his children and children and children." And so that curse, the interpretation is that we turn into black people, which I don't believe, because if I read the book of Genesis clear. So all these things
became
have
black
to be taken,
and ran into the
have
bushes.
to be taken away. That's exactly what but that's the interpretation. I will tell them to actually tell them the truth. And then number 2, I will also tell them, Christmas just passed, is coming again. Tell the people the truth. Christ did not know anything about Christianity, Christmas. And there's no title like Santa Claus, all this thing, the guy who come from the chimney brought all this candy, stuff like that. There's nothing like that. It is just something that they imagine and they put it into Christendom and on and on and on. And there is a lot of, because if you look at the book of, in the Bible somewhere, verse 10, chapter 10, verse 5, where it says, O Israel, do not follow the ways of the Gentiles and the heathen. For what they do is they go to the bush, cut down tree, bring it home, and deck it with gold and silver. It does not speak. It is a scary cat. O Israel, do not follow them. For these are the heathens. And today that's what we do. We go to the bush and bring down the tree and set it out with gold and diamond. The gods will say, Israel, don't follow them. These are heathen people doing this. For the Lord thy God is one. Him should you worship. So I would like for them not to have inserted certain things. Inserting certain things is to compromise our way of our religion that was brought by the prophet itself. So that's what I would tell them.
The 2 Christians,
then they are the Christians. I'm coming to me. Okay, so the Muslims, first of all, I would tell them not to look at everybody as, because some of the Muslims, which I've been fighting, like you call these people kafir. Kafir, they say it with spite, like disbeliever, he's going to hell. How do you know? Does the hell belongs to you? It doesn't belong to you. God Almighty is the ultimate judge when it comes to going to hell or going to heaven. What shows that you praying 5 times a day, going to Mecca, doing all these things, behind closed door, who knows what you're doing? God knows. So the judgment actually comes from God eventually, not you. You can't put anybody. In fact, you have to preach to them. Tell them, stop this, stop that, stop this. That is even better than to, make those kind of mentioning like that.
That is one.
Which I definitely hate that a lot. I don't like that a lot. And number 2, I would like that we learn a lot. Well, Muslims today, if anything is being mentioned about, not being educated, they go to school, blah, 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 it's just the Muslim. Oh, look at Nima. Oh, look at Mamobi. Oh, look at here and there. Which is not true. Islam started with knowledge. The first revelation that came to Muhammad in the Mount of Light was read, O Muslim, read. Iqra bi-ismi rabbika allazi khalaqa. Read, O Muhammad. And the messenger said, knowledge is the lost property of the believer. Go look for it, even if it's with the unbeliever, because you deserve it more than the unbeliever. Knowledge is power. He even said, go to China and seek knowledge. He said, if you're educating a woman, is the most part of beauty. Educated man, we use that all the time. So we don't do that. And I think we should step into the play of doing that. Allow the women to go to school. Let them be educated. Don't grab them at the age of 12 and start getting them married. And this is something that has been attributed to Islam, when in fact Islam did not teach that. It is a tradition that crept into the mainstream.